Brick Chick here, and today I'm making this video to show you guys the second floor of my LEGO dream house. This is video 3 out of 3, so if you have not seen parts 1 and 2, I will put links to both of those videos in the description below. In part 1, I show you guys the outside of this house, and then in part 2, I show you guys the first floor. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you the second floor of this house. Here is a bird's eye view of the second floor. Starting off here, when you come up these stairs, through this door is the second floor laundry room. I made this for my mom so she won't have to walk up and down the stairs carrying baskets of laundry. Over here is a rack for hanging things on, and then there are lots of drawers and cabinets for storing stuff in. Here is the washer and the dryer, and then in this corner there is a sink. And that can be seen better without the top cabinets in. And then, down this hallway, through this door, is my younger sister's bedroom. Over here is her purple bed, which has a blue pillow and a cool headboard. Next to that is a white nightstand with a blue lamp on it. And then over here on the floor is a colorful rug that I made to fill in that empty space. And then over here, there are some windows. Then there is a microphone. My sister actually has a microphone in real life, and she loves to have fun and sing songs into it with her friends. And then over here is my younger sister, and she's listening to music on her MP3 player, and she's sitting in this cool purple saucer chair. I will definitely be doing a tutorial on that. And then over here is her desk. It has some drawers on it, and on top of it there is a laptop, and then there is a pink chair. Over here is her dresser, which has a pink purse on top of it. And then over here is her vanity, which has some drawers. Then there is a tube of lipstick and a brush on top of that. There is a large mirror and then a stool for her to sit on. Through this door is her bathroom. This is a pretty large bathroom. There is a toilet paper holder, a shelf for her to store her toiletries on. And over here is a shower tub combo. I asked her if she wanted this or a walk-in shower, and she said she wanted this, so that's what I gave her. There's a shower head, a little tap, and then a drain down in the tub. Over here is the sink. There is lots of counter space, a large mirror with lights, and then some cabinets. And then on the other side of her room, through this door, is her walk-in closet. My sister loves clothes, so it's pretty much her dream to have a large walk-in closet like this in real life. Over here is a large shelf, and then there is a window right there. And then on this side are some racks for hanging clothes on. I actually let her pick some torsos out that she liked, and I hung them up here. And then continuing down this hall, through this door, is a linen closet. In there's just a shelf with a bunch of stuff on it to represent toiletries. And then over here is just this open area for minifigures to be able to walk around. There's a railing here which looks over the large open to below, which is over the foyer. I made this fancy chandelier here. I really like how this looks, and I will definitely be doing a tutorial on that. And then over here, through this door, is a small office for my mom. I had some extra space over here, so I decided to make an office for her. This is an area where she can put all her books and her paperwork and have a computer where she can email. So over here is a desk with a computer on it, an organizer with some letters in it, and a vase of flowers. And then over here is a window, a large filing cabinet, and then a large shelf for her to put all of her books on because my mom loves to read. And then through this door is the master bedroom. Down this little hallway is my dad's dresser. Then over here is my parents' bed. I made it in a medium blue color, which I think looks good. I like the fancy headboard that I made. I will do a tutorial on that if you guys want me to. And it looks like my dog is sleeping on my parents' bed. She likes to take up as much space as she possibly can. And then I made 2 wooden nightstands which have sand green lamps on them. And then over here I made this rug just for decoration. I think that looks good. Here is my mom's dresser, which has a large mirror. And then over here is my mom sitting in a comfortable armchair reading a book. And then there's a little table there. And then over here are 2 large windows to let light into their bedroom. Over here is my parents' master bathroom and their closets. I did make separate his and her closets. This is my dad's closet. This is my mom's closet. This is like the little sink area. And then over here is where the toilet, shower, and tub are. Starting off over here in my dad's walk-in closet, there's a large shelf for storing shoes and other things. Then there's some racks over here for hanging clothes, and then another one over here. Then here's a door which leads to the bathroom. And then here's my mom's walk-in closet. There's a very large shelf for storing things on, and a very long rack for hanging clothes on. And then there is a door which leads to the bathroom. Here's the part of the bathroom which has the sink. Looks like my dad's standing there, maybe he's washing his hands. There's a very large sink with lots of counter space and 2 basins. There's lots of storage down below. There's a large mirror, some cool lights, and then 2 cabinets. And then through this door is the rest of the bathroom. Over here is the toilet and the toilet paper holder. Then there are 2 block glass windows to let light into the bathroom. Over on this side is the walk-in shower. I love how this looks. The door actually slides, and then the top of this actually comes off, and there's the shower head there. I made a cool stone design on the walls. There's a tap down there and a drain. And then the top just goes back on like this. Over on the other side is the bathtub. It is a very big bathtub. There's a tap there and a drain down in the tub. And then on the wall is a very large painting. And then all the way over here, down this hallway through this door, is my bedroom. In the corner over here is a cool purple chair. Then over here is my desk. There's a window right there. I put a laptop on top of my desk, and then I made a blue chair. Over here is a large shelf where I can put pictures and books. Then over here is my dresser. Over here is my blue bed, which has a lime green pillow, a purple bed skirt, and a cool headboard. I made 2 nightstands. On one of them is a purple lamp, and on the other is a clock. And then over here through this door is my bathroom. Here is my sink, which has lots of counter space. There's a mirror, some cool lights, and some cabinets. There's also a trash can over there. In the corner is a toilet and then a toilet paper holder. Over here is a hook for me to hang my robe and towel on. And then here is a shelf for me to store toiletries in. Then over here is my large walk-in shower. This is the same as my parents' shower. The door slides open, and then the top comes off. And then through here is my walk-in closet. There's some hooks to hang my hoodies on over here. There's some shelves over here. And over here is a rack with some torsos hanging on it. This was actually my sister's idea, and I thought it would be funny. Since my sig fig only wears that one medium blue torso, I decided to take the rest of that same torso that I have and hang them up here as a joke. And then there is a large window on this side. The last room in the second floor can be accessed through this door, which is in my bedroom, and it is my Lego room! This is my favorite room in the entire house for obvious reasons. Starting over here are all of my stack-ons. I think those look pretty good. I actually put colored plates behind all of those clear ones to create the effect of pieces in the drawers. I will be doing a tutorial on how to make one of these if you guys want me to. And it looks like my Brick Chick minifigure is right there, and she's getting some pieces to work on a project. Over here is my building table. Hey, that house looks really familiar. That's because that's actually a mini model of the house that I'm showing you right now. I think it looks good, and I think I did the best job that I could in this scale. There's the large tree and the porch, the garage on this side, the pool, and the patio. Over here is my filming area where I would film my YouTube videos. I have my camera here. I did a tutorial on this, and I will put a link to that video in the description below. Looking at the rest of this, the top part actually comes off, and there are the lights in there. Inside there is a turntable with a Lego set on it. And then over here is my Lego city. If I had enough space in real life, I would love to build a Lego city. And this city is very large. In the back there are some skyscrapers over here. That one's made out of glass. There's a brick skyscraper there. And then over here there are some stores, a restaurant, and a gas station. And there are some houses along here. Then over here is a little park with some trees and flowers. And then over here is a beach. And then over on this wall there are some large windows. Here is an overview of the second floor. Here's the open to below over the foyer, my walk-in closet, my bathroom, my bedroom, my Lego room. Here is the laundry room, my younger sister's bedroom, her walk-in closet, and then her bathroom. Here is the linen closet. Here is a small office for my mom. Through here is the master bedroom. There is my dad's closet, my mom's closet, and then here is the master bathroom. So that is the second floor of my Lego dream house. And now you've seen every part of my Lego dream house. I hope you guys like it. I spent a lot of time building this, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. So if you like this house, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know what is your favorite part about this house. Also, I'll be putting helpful links in the description below, and I will also be answering frequently asked questions about this house, and also questions that you guys might be curious about. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching!